Good morning, you guys. I have the awesome, I love her, outrageous, beautiful, provocative Wendy Williams.
How you doing?
All the time. Were you just watching Wendy? Yeah, how you doing? This is Wendy's new book.
It's called Ask Wendy, as you say.
Ask Wendy, and we're going to ask her a bunch of stuff about it, the book, and a bunch of other things as well. But first, let me quickly introduce you to our gang here in the Hangout. This is Clarissa.
Hi, Clarissa.
She's hanging out with us from New York City.
Hey, baby.
Diano is in Reno.
Morning.
Kempton is in Calgary, Canada.
Hi, Wendy.
Hi.
Nick is in Dallas this morning.
Hello.
Trev is in the UK. He is in Yorkshire.
Love it.
And we do have a bunch of people watching us on here, so I want to.
Trev, you watch over there in the UK? Do you watch the show?
I don't have a TV. I'm a bit of a weird one.
Oh, wow.
No, you're not the weird one. Actually, more and more people, in this world, as you know, do not have televisions, and they watch everything either through their Xbox,
or on
their
computer.
Streaming, exactly, on their computer. So I know that they can stream your show on wendywilliams.com. Correct?
WendyShow.com?
WendyShow.com.
I don't think you can stream the whole show there.
Not the whole show, but
you
segments.
can certainly segments, and also I have a YouTube channel with thousands of videos, including every day after the show. I do something called the after show, which is where I take off my show outfit and I just kind of talk regular. There are a lot of people who say they enjoy the after show as much or more than they enjoy the actual show.
I have not clicked into the after show. So what do you mean? So you take off your show makeup, or what do you mean?
The after show is literally something that I've been doing since September. This is season 4 of the show. I actually started it last year. And every day after the show, the behind the stage camera meets me either in my office in the dressing room or right at the stage as I walk off. And it's where I get real. It's where I tell you, oh my gosh, I'm so hungry. I did the whole show hungry, or I don't like the dress that I wore today, or I only wore this wig because I'm wearing a sleeveless dress and I like to have a little bit of fat right here. All my lessons. Come on outside and help me catch a cab, or look what I have to eat. It's the after show. There are thousands of videos up there, but go to Wendy Williams after show and you'll see every single day that I do a live show. There is an after show. I think you'll like it.
I'm going to click in because I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, my parents sometimes are in my office, my son, my glam squad, who,
You have a squad.
Yeah, it takes a village.
Glam squad, that's awesome.
You guys have questions, right? And let me know who's the first one who wants to ask Wendy a question. Clarissa, maybe?
Yes, please.
Yes, go ahead.
Oh, my God. I cannot wait to read this book, girl. I've been waiting for this. Okay, so this is the question I gotta ask you, okay? Because I'm not the only one in New York like me. There's a lot of people that blame it on New York, but I want to hear what you gotta say. What is up with the amount of single females in New York? How is it that I am a single female in New York? And some people want to blame it on New York. Come on, girl, tell me the truth.
Okay. In my book, I do have a man drama chapter, and I have to say that in addition to women who have men who go through things with them, there are women like you who just can't figure out where the men are, and I, for the life of me, can't figure out you women. No disrespect. Clarissa, when I was a single girl, I always felt that there's not just one person, one man for every woman. There are at least 5 men for every woman. All the good guys are not married, gay, or in jail. You've got to open yourself to the possibilities. And also, we're becoming a very blended society. So it is now
what
time.
What does that mean, blended society?
Blended, meaning, black gets with white,
okay.
A Jew gets with Catholic, an Arabian, or you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Open your possibilities.
Got it.
If you would like. I'm not forcing that on you, but,
Diversify.
Yeah. For instance, I'm 48 years old. I used to be allergic to short guys when I was dating, just like, ew. Now, and I don't call it settling, but now at 48, if I was dating, I would date short guys. Yeah, because I'm trying to open up my possibilities, because ultimately speaking, I would like to be in a relationship. So there are guys every place. Start going out by yourself, Clarissa. Leave your girlfriends and the baggage at home. put on something decent. I'm not saying going out of your way, but put on something decent and go to a decent restaurant at lunchtime when you can, or at dinner time. Men are in steakhouses. Men are at boat shows. Men are at golf courses. Men are.
What about online dating? I mean,
I
think it's great.
I love online dating, but only, Clarissa, for 10% of your dating life. Do not make it the majority of what you do, because I think that people, Maria, get lost in the fantasy world, and the reality of life is not here on this computer like me and you were talking. The reality of life is like me and you were talking. In real life. We're right here. So open your possibilities, explore your options, and do more things by yourself. You will find that guys are so ready to approach a girl once they know they don't have to go through her lion den of girls.
Okay, so get out there by yourself.
Yeah.
Something I would have a difficult time going to do myself. I've been to a movie once by myself.
You don't go to a movie by yourself because it's dark in there and guys aren't looking at you. You take yourself to lunch at a nice restaurant like Press Station, a tablecloth restaurant, and you make sure that they clear all the dishes off the table so it looks like you are by yourself. And this is what you do. Even if you're strong, you put on your brave face, you pull out a periodical, your phone, you make busy, you luxuriate over your food, and make sure that you're scoping the restaurant around there, right? And when you see something that looks juicy, a guy or whatever, you make sure you make that eye contact and the knowing smile. Don't sit at the bar. It looks cheap and tawdry and slutty.
Okay. I just want to quickly say that Art Sanchez is watching us on air, and Art says he's a big fan. You're awesome, Wendy. Can we see some shoe candy?
Okay, here it comes. They are size 41 and a half. In other words, size 11 and a half.
Wow.
Yeah. Killing me.
Those are heavy too. So.
But they're worth it.
Christian underneath. Kempton, I know you're a fashionista as well. What is your question?
Yeah, I love fashion, but my question is not fashion. So Wendy, when you grow up and when you were going to university, did you plan your career like this? Or like, what was it like, yeah?
Well, I came from humble beginnings. You know, my parents, they're still alive, they're still married, but you know, we didn't have a whole lot of money for me to waste more time than I needed at university. So I got out in my 4 years, and I knew from the time I was in 6th grade that I wanted to be either a news broadcaster or I wanted to be a radio personality. And growing up in New Jersey, New York, I had the best examples of, you know, what I wanted to be and how I wanted to be. When I got to college, I still wanted to be a news broadcaster or a radio personality. I got involved with the college radio station and decided that news broadcasting probably wasn't for me because I don't have the most conservative personality on a lot of different levels. You know, a newscaster has to be a little bit more conservative. Her wig, well, back in my day when I was growing up, her wig would have been shorter. She's not allowed to wear pink lips. And radio just really spoke to me. And through having a really successful radio career that spanned over 2 decades, I got the telephone call about doing this talk show. So yes, I've always known what I wanted to be. And being an overachiever in my radio career has allowed me to flourish and do other things. Like this Ask Wendy book, this is my 6th book.
Yes, exactly.
The first one came out when I was in radio, and I'm a New York Times best-selling author.
Now, can you answer me the question of, you know, women get asked this all the time. It kind of annoys me sometimes, but can you have it all? Can you have a family? You're married, you have kids, you have this amazing career.
Yeah.
Can you have it all, Wendy?
You can have what looks like it all, but I'll tell you, it's sloppy and messy. You know, like my parents are back in New Jersey now with our son. Okay. You know, I would rather be there with him. He's 12 years old. You can have it all, but it's not going to be perfect, is what I'm saying. Okay. You know, you can try. And I think that women spend a lot of time lying to one another about how perfect it is.
Yeah.
Which I wish that we wouldn't do that to each other.
Which brings me to my question, because we were talking about this, you guys, earlier, how men can get into a fight with each other.
Yes.
And then, like, knock out, drag out, fight, even physical fight, and, like, half an hour later, they're out having a beer. But women can't do that. No. What is that?
Well, we're very emotional, and we get invested in things, and no matter what we want to say, first of all, as women, we're taught to be nice. Everything is about be nice, be polite, be nice, be sweet. I say we have to get over it. We've got to start fighting like men. And I
Not
have
physically.
no, not physically,
Yeah.
but I mean fighting like men, where we either
But then they'll label you as a bitch.
yeah. I've got a chapter in the book, the girlfriend drama chapter, and I just
Mm.
assume if it's going to get that bad with a girl, just break up with her. Sorry,
Mm.
I just call a runner. Like I don't want any conflict. Like I'm so busy in my real life doing things that anybody who gives me conflict, who is not attached to some form of business where I have to get along with you because we are in contract deal and we have to get this done. Like friendship to me, they're disposable. Sorry, they are. Like, don't give me a headache, or I can't be friends with you anymore.
Yeah.
Mm.
I love you.
Could it be because men have poor memory? Like we don't remember, like we fight and get it out and then done, and we don't remember. Or
Well, I do.
Ladies remember those fights and hurt more?
Women do remember all the details. Yeah, we do remember all the details, and men just kind of remember the broad strokes.
Right.
And that probably does help you getting over it more. But you know, one thing I do have to say about this book, the way it's put together, because I know you're getting ready to cut me off, right?
Sorry.
Let me just say this, you guys. The way that the Ask Wendy book is put together, I love self-help books, and I like to read them in an organized fashion. So in my book, what you're going to find is, first of all, Wendy watchers from all over the country have sent me letters, their deepest problems, whether it's they've been married forever and now somebody wants a threesome, or, you know, we're a blended family and my stepkids don't like me, or I have a new boyfriend, I've been with him for 6 months, I really love him, but he's allergic to cats, what do I do? You might not like the answers that I give you in the book, but if you're going to ask Wendy, I'm going to be as practical and honest with you as possible. And I also must say this, you know, this book was written to alleviate some of the drama in your life. My thoughts are that you don't necessarily have to stand in the fire to know it's going to burn the hell out of you. So maybe if you read letters, because this is comprised of, you know, Wendy watchers, like I said, sending you these letters. If you read some other people's problems and see how I answered them, then maybe this will never be a problem that you have to deal with. I also bare my soul in the book, sharing personal experiences, some things that you might have never known about me that you'll find out about me, but in an effort to offer advice and be compassionate to people, sometimes it is necessary to strip yourself of and be more transparent. So I'm transparent. I hope you love this book.
We've had fun. We've been reading some of the excerpts on it. You guys check it out. It is Wendy's new book called Ask Wendy, Straight Up Advice. And check out her show too, The Wendy Show, also online. Wendy, thanks so much. You really are inspiring. Honestly.
Thank you very much. And for people around the world, we're in 52 countries. We might be in your country. Just keep looking at the cable guide. How you doing? And I love you all for watching. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You have a picture?
Ready? 1, 2, 3.